What's going on, people? Welcome back to our Arsenal transfer news update video. The Gyokeres saga's back. It continues. It's tiring. Gyokeres or Šeško for Arsenal Football Club, and now it's just the same. It's like different. One day it's Šeško, then it's Gyokeres. Now we're back again at Gyokeres, and coming today by L'Equipe. Now L'Equipe are like the 6.8 million followers. They're the biggest sort of source out there in France. Okay, now they're saying that Arsenal are close to reaching a verbal agreement. Where we heard that before, people, with Sporting striker Viktor Gyökeres. The deal is now advancing. So, what do they mean by reaching a verbal agreement? Is it in terms of like a verbal agreement? I look at it in terms of the player, but we know the player wants Arsenal. You know, he's rejected Juventus, he rejected Man United. He said no to them, and he said, I want Arsenal. We know he's wanted Arsenal about 4 months now, people. Like, what does he mean by a verbal agreement? Apparently, the deal's now advancing, even though it's been advancing for about 2-3 months. And then I'm sure tomorrow it'll be, Šeško news again. It's just like, it's a long saga. I just want, either one, even if it's going to be Šeško. My preference is Viktor Gyökeres. Even if it's going to be Šeško, get him in. Get one of them in, whoever it's going to be, before preseason at least, please. But the saga continue, guys. We're going to go through it today. This is what L'Equipe is reporting. Interesting how, they're from France and reporting this. But there's been a few other people reporting this as well. Another journalist today was this guy, Sasha Tovelli, as well. I don't know how reliable he is over there. I don't know how good this guy is, but he says Arsenal are now in advanced talks of Sporting regarding Viktor Gyökeres. The club feel that they feel that they're within touching distance of the finish line. Gyökeres has already agreed a 5-year contract apparently with Arsenal. We also got more from L'Equipe saying that Andre Alberto hopes to finalise the signing of Viktor Gyökeres. A player wants to join Arsenal. Is now close to agreeing personal terms with the club. Sporting CP have been so far uncompromising, but Berta hopes to settle on a fee slightly lower than 70 million euros. So, yeah, I mean, this is just getting a bit frustrating now, to be honest with you people. I'm sure it is, the same with all you guys watching this as well, wanting to know the news and wanting to get some good news with this. I mean, listen, what we do know the actual situation with Gyökeres is very certain that he's going to be leaving Sporting Lisbon. There's a bit of a difficult situation for him. He's gone on strike. He's been missing training, missing pre-season with them. He's on holiday right now in Greece. It seems like enjoying himself over there in Greece, not training with Sporting at all. Not going to be going back to Sporting because of what happens with the president and himself. They don't seem to be in a great relationship. He had a gentleman's agreement, but that got rejected, basically. And he's unhappy about that because Sporting agreed to him that he could leave for as long as he stayed. He could leave for a reasonable price. Like a club will pay for him, like Arsenal could pay for him, for example, or a different team. He'll leave for a reasonable price, and then he'll stay at Sporting for one more season, which he did. He stayed loyal with Sporting, and that resulted in them moving on in the summer, getting him a good deal. But then the president said that's not true, and he came out and said that they want way more than what the gentleman's agreement apparently was. And apparently Berta's looking, it says here that they want him around 70, lower than 70 million euros, which I just don't understand. What is that in terms of? Let me quickly double check that, people. 70 million euros in pounds, because his gentleman's agreement was around around 55 to 60, wasn't it? So 70 million euros into pounds is, yeah, it's literally about 60 million pounds, which I just don't see him going for, that less. I see him going for a bit more than that. So, yeah, it's so frustrating, this saga, man, because one day it is set to go, like we saw the other day that Šeško's advancing to Arsenal, and now they're saying Gyökeres advanced to Arsenal. Of course, we love both of them. I don't think anyone's going to complain signing both of them, but that's not going to happen. It's going to be one or the other. You should get to a point now. Just pick one, please, Arsenal. Get one done. Get one in. It just seems like what we've been seeing is like both of them are, Berta has this thing of getting these positions done at the same time. It seems like, like with with the striker. Like we're looking at Šeško and Gyökeres. Even on this report, I looked into it a bit more, and L'Equipe said we were interested in Monaco's midfield winner. He plays the same position as Eze. Akai Lucci, what his name is, plays on the wing for Monaco. Can play midfield as well. So I don't know what it is, but it seems to be having this habit where he gets these positions like for the winners as well. Maybe he's going to have it like Morgan Rogers is in there. We know Madueke has been added to that list as well. I'm sure there's a few other winners in there as well. Anthony Gordon keeps getting mentioned. So he has seems to get these deals done at the same time and these positions done at the same time. Maybe that is what they're looking at. I really hope this is true though. Generally speaking, please be true, man. Please be true. Because this is a no-brainer in terms of the striker coming in. Now, again, I'm not fully against signing Šeško. Like, I'm not fully I'm not against signing Šeško by any means. But my preference, in my opinion, the one I would prefer, this brother right here. Yeah, get that celebration. Get the celebration ready, people. Hopefully. He's the guy I want. Gyökeres for me, I've said it so many times. I don't want to keep repeating myself, people. This guy's an absolute no-brainer. This guy's been one of the most informed strikers in Europe the past two seasons now. The goals don't lie. The goals don't lie, people. Yeah. You could give me the Portuguese league all you want. Šeško, people talk about Gyökeres as a risk as a league. Šeško's a risk as well. Yeah, no, Šeško may not come and cut it. Any sign is a risk. You come to Premier League, these players, they can adapt and they can't adapt. Players who've done well in these leagues, like players who've done better than Šeško, like Werner and Kunku at Leipzig as well. They scored 20 plus goals, 22, 23. Havertz scored goals for fun. Yeah, they came down to Chelsea and they came down the Premier League and they couldn't cut it. You can maybe even say Sancho as well. Sancho from Dortmund did really well in Bundesliga, came Premier League and he didn't cut it. So you can't give me this league gimmick. Yeah, it's not the greatest league, but he's proved it elsewhere. He's proved it. Champions League, he's proved it. Coventry's proved it in the Championship. You look at the amount of players that came from the Championship and done really well in the Premier League. Watkins, Tony, a few of the Brentford players like and Bruno doing bits now. Wizard doing really well, isn't he? And they came from the Championship. Who else? Jamie Vardy, as we know, from Leicester. I think Gareth Bale came from Championship. I'm pretty sure Mane might have came from Championship from Southampton. So there's Kane as well, didn't he? Yeah, I think Harry Kane came from Championship. The Championship's a physical league, man. It's a very tough league, and Gyökeres has proved it, and he did superb at Coventry. You think about in the playoff final, even though I think they lost it to Luton, didn't they? That's that time, but he played very, very well in the game, and for Coventry, he got some good numbers. And at Brighton as well, it didn't really work out for him, but he only played a handful of times at Brighton. He didn't get that full look in at Brighton, and he was again. He's quite young as well, wasn't he, at Brighton? I think he was like 23 or might be even more younger than that. So Gyökeres for me is an absolute no-brainer, people. Absolute no-brainer. He's been the guy that we're not going to complain if we sign this guy, people. Get this guy in, please, Arsenal. Yeah, if he's got any, I hope it's got truth into it. I really do. But listen, we have to wait and see, guys. We have to wait and see because, yeah, it changes every single day, this news. One day it's Šeško. I'm sure tomorrow it'll be about Šeško, that we agreed terms for Šeško that we have done for 15 weeks now. It's the same on Gyökeres as well. Just this saga needs to end. Please put us out of the misery. Sign one of them, get them holding up the shirt, and we'll shut up about it, people. But it's just the same old stuff, man. Hopefully, L'Equipe, the most reliable out there in France, the best publication out there in France, they're coming out and saying this today. Hopefully it's true. We'll see what happens, people. We'll see how this one develops. I'm waiting. The Fabrizio, yeah? Here we go settings. Or Fabrizio comes out, also agreed a fee. That's genuinely like we're probably in for Gyökeres. Or David Ornstein saying there is actual agreement with Gyökeres. Please. We have to wait and see, people. Big up everyone who tuned in. Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If I haven't already, smash that button on the video. Be greatly appreciated. Subscribe as well. We're on the road to 12,000 subscribers. Thanks for all the support as always. Really, really grateful for the support. shown on to the channel recently. As always, guys, big up everyone, and sign Gyökeres. Get this deal done, please, Arsenal. We're getting out of here.